beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this White Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. This program begins now. Football is magical, and we're so incredibly lucky that we get a chance to chat about it. Tomorrow night, Commanders-Packers will obviously be on Prime, kicking off another fantastic full weekend of fantastic football from beginning to end, just like week one of the NFL season. And just like since the beginning of college football season, football has been showing up in a big way. Two massive upcoming NFL generational superstars will battle as Micah Parsons will hopefully uptick in the amount of plays that he plays on the defensive side. And then for the Commanders, is Cliff Kingsbury going to continue to cook on that offensive side? Terry McLaurin, Debo Samuel even got into the pay dirt a little bit. They're obviously on a mega run from the depths of hell that they used to be in Washington to what they have become. And then the Green Bay Packers, is this the year? LaFleur, Gutekunst, head coach, GM, have not been given extensions. New president of operations over there, Carmen Policy, who used to run the San Francisco 49ers. His boy, Ed Policy, is the man who made the massive trade for Micah Parsons. He's also the man who has said, we'll see how this year goes to see who's going to be wearing the cheese heads going forward for this particular organization. Massive game, massive implications, and massive opportunities for both these teams to maybe change into their own little dynasty. Mm-hmm. Before we get there, we got a lot to talk about today. And we call it Wild Wednesday because J.J. Watt will be joining us. Obviously, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer whenever he is eligible here in a couple years. He's calling games this year, traveling around. His first game was Jets versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, his brother was in that game. Jeez. And he dwarfed the guy.
Come on.
So Siciliano happened here to Iron Eagle, and that's not fair. Because they had Iron standing further away from the camera. It appears as if the camera's a little bit left here. Mm-hmm. Natural implications if you're further away from something going to look smaller, especially with a lens amplifying it. Okay. So Iron Eagle got put in a bad spot here. With that being said, it's a good reminder that J.J. Watt is not from here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is very, very, very tall. Very, very, very large. Very, very explosive. And very, very handsome, with brand new hair that the world seemingly loved. I feel like it was a seamless, you really put the best photo you could find of him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was very thankful for that, Con, man.
Yeah,
you put him over because obviously the hair combo has been good. He crushed it, I think is what everybody's saying. Excited for him to go forward this year and excited he's here on this Wednesday. We also have the Talks the Table here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. We have 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler, who will be having Everything DB, Good D, Bad D's first episode today, later this hour. Is there going to be any shockers on there, D. Butch, or is it status quo from last season on who's playing some good D and who's got that bad D out there? You know
it shouldn't be any shockers. Some really, really good plays. Obviously, a lot of football played. All teams were in action, so you probably missed some. So the ones that we kind of talked about, we already shown. Probably won't see those on there, but there'll be some good ones. Mostly good. You got to talk about the bad.
Yeah, what team's going to be on the bad team? Maybe it's the Miami Dolphins because they just got absolutely smoked. We'll see that at the end of this first hour. Can't wait for that. And joining us for the first time since last year, he was offered plenty of opportunities to come in here to see if he wanted to talk a little bit, hang out during the offseason. He said, I got to train the next generation of offensive linemen in my backyard. I got to put them through the workout in the shipyard in my backyard. He's a 12-year NFL vet. He's a Super Bowl champion player coach like he's Jackie Moon. And he's a host of In the Trenches. Ladies and gentlemen, back for another year, A.Q. Shipley.
Yay!
I am so pumped to be back with you boys. This is awesome.
Yeah, see, right now you're getting Siciliano. See, this is because you're further away from the camera, and that thing's really far down low. You are kind of Still.
You're still.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, we will point it out because a lot of people are thinking it, and they might be scared to say it. We'll say it. Yes, AQ is a much happier person at this moment than he was a couple years ago.
Sure.
Okay? The AQ is fully being AQ. There for a while, there's a little identity crisis. Okay, we all saw it.
No, because I'm eating Reese's cups and carbs again.
That is exactly why.
That's exactly
Remember
why.
when he retired, he was going to be super healthy. He was going to do the martial on the way. He was going to go. He was wrestling people in billionaires' basements.
That's right.
He was in fight clubs with Jay Glazer. He was just celebrating Wiz Khalifa's 38th birthday. That was the coolest party I've ever seen. That looked like cool. Brett Michaels.
Classic Glaze.
Yeah, but AQ was fighting him in a basement. He was, meal prepping. He was eating all meat. He had this weird stuff. He was carrying around a red light therapy thing.
That.
I think he was actually backpacking cold tubs around the country so that he could cold tub and get in the whole thing. It was a lot, and we were all very supportive. I think we were, right?
Yeah, you look great.
As he withered away into this marathon-looking runner, as he was doing in the trenches, talking about offensive line on this particular program, kind of combating himself a little bit with how in good of shape he looked. Looked like he could have been a running back.
Yeah.
Maybe even fullback out there.
Slot.
But instead, he became a super fit, super healthy, not as happy guy.
Sure.
Now, it appears as if he's all the way back. And we'd like to let you know, we are happy as hell for you.
Welcome back, AQ.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back, Alan.
Trying to look closer than I did in that Trenchies trophy.
So,
Is that too far? Don't go that far?
If you get that hair.
I think you're really
and you
stressing.
guys said you were supportive. I remember you guys every day. Every day I walked in here. I mean, what are you doing? You look miserable. Stop this. What are we doing?
Who would do that?
Everyone.
No.
Everyone.
No.
You were supportive.
I stood by you.
I mean, you were taking 27 fish pills a day.
I was going to
What do you want
Still
them to
doing
do?
that. Maybe counteracting it by eating Reese's cups and carbs and all the other things I'm doing.
I like that. You
Still
trying to
doing
get a little Reese's deal right now? I don't mind that. You dropped it a couple times.
I just love
Hey,
it.
I'm eating a lot of chocolate and peanut butter. I'm eating a
love it.
lot of
I
chocolate
love
and peanut
them.
butter. Mitt actually introduced me to protein ice cream.
Boy, did
How
that
is it?
suck.
What?
Boy, that was a false bill of goods if I've ever tasted one.
See, but Connor, I feel like you've never done like the I'm going to try to eat healthy, what that normally tastes like, which is cardboard.
Yeah, it's the Quest cookie era. Believe me, I know exactly what it tastes like, and it ain't ice cream.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay?
Quest Cookie really changed the game. And you know who else did? For 88 years, there's been a company that's been alongside college ball. The oldest pop in America. Dr. Pepper, good to see you guys.
Yeah, Doc, nothing better.
Is it game day?
Feels like it.
Is it Saturday?
Not yet.
Currently.
Well, also not unless you're drinking Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Grab some today. Make it feel like a game day. Make it feel like a Saturday. Get you a Dr. Pepper.
Hell yeah.
I love Dr. Pepper.
I do too.
Wait, I gotta wait till Saturday to drink it?
No,
No,
of
no,
course
no,
not.
no.
Of course not.
I mean, that's what I heard.
Do you want to feel like a game day, like a college football Saturday? Go ahead and grab yourself a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay.
The
You know what I'm
excitement.
saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Dr. Pepper, you think, oh, college ball. It's time for AQ's takeaways. Let's go to week one. He said the thing that needed to be talked about. How about Sean McVay playing chess out there? How about McVay's Gambit? Whoa. Now, I don't know exactly what this means, but I do know this is a brilliant way to describe somebody that's playing chess. I watch Queen's Gambit, and that's where I picked up the closed Sicilian every once in a while. I'm a noted checkers player, just trying to get kinged out here, and then I'll turn around and I'll try to do it again. But the chess players, when they're setting something up, I believe is what you're referring to, and Sean McVay's back on his bullshit is what you're saying?
Absolutely. When you watch him, we talk about this all the time. There's coordinators that call plays and there's coordinators that call games. And when you look at Sean McVay, he is setting something up, sometimes in the first quarter for something that happens in the fourth quarter. This is the last 3 plays of the game. They have to close it out. They have to seal the game. They're up 14-9. 2-by-2, they send motion. Puka Nacua inserts right there. When we go to the next play, it's going to be the exact same look. 2-by-2, motion, Puka in. He's going to insert for the safety. Looks the exact same. Run duo, 2 double teams at the point of attack.
Wait a minute.
Everything looks the same, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to do it again. Got to close the game out. 2-by-2. Motion Nacua in. Guess what? Not going to block this time. Bluff. See ya. Play action pass.
Got his ass.
Got him. Got him.
Stay
Got
down.
him. Winner, winner, chicken dinner right there.
So
And-
you're saying that obviously that's not the only example of that, but that is just a clear example, all happening very quickly, of somebody literally doing something just to show you something. If we have success on this play, cool. That would be cool. But really, this is just to show you, get you baiting. You're baiting butter basically out here. You're baiting butter, and then as soon as you get the opportunity to take advantage of it, obviously Stafford, Puka Nacua, and the talent that they have are going to be able to do that. I do see Guardian Cap on the offensive. Do you believe in McVay this year? Do you believe in this Rams team? I think a lot of people are saying yes.
I have never wavered confidence on Sean McVay. The guy's an absolute stud. We talked about it a lot last year. They lost some talent with injuries last year, but they continue to show. He continues to show. Him with Matthew Stafford is an absolute weapon.
Okay, I love to hear that. Matthew Stafford not looking like a clone of himself either, I heard.
No.
Well,
Same old Matt.
Yeah, same old Matt, you could argue.
It's the same old Matt. Oi.
Oi. Oi.
Not a clone named Matt.
Oi. Oi. Oi.
What was that trailer?
Oi. Oi.
Boy, that all got really weird.
Oi. Oi. Oi.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Oi.
Boy.
But it doesn't matter anymore, I guess.
I guess not.
What was all that?
It was weird.
It got very loud.
It did.
It got very
I
loud.
was concerned. I'm glad Dan wasn't. He was spot on. He came out, played great. And to AQ's point, when you're setting that shit up as a defense, and it's only week 1 now, so that's the only tape you can watch. But as the season goes on, when offenses self-scout or defenses are looking at certain cut-ups and clips, that insert block, it's tough as a DB because you have some run responsibility. If that wide receiver gets in there to block, you have to fit off of him. So once those eyes are just off him for 1 second, we know how great Puka is in space and how great Matt is in and outside the pocket. It's a big-time play in a big-time moment. So that's very, very tough on the defense when it comes to between the ears and reading your keys.
And we haven't really even chatted about Devontae Adams being out there.
No.
Well, yeah, and Stafford said to him after the game, like, hey, we're going to get better at this because they haven't gotten many reps. Like, how long until that is full throttle? And then him, Puka, Devontae, they really didn't even play their second-round pick, the tight end Ferguson from Oregon. That they drafted. So it's one of those things where, like, the Rams, they're 1-0 against a really good Texans team. They might run the table in the West.
People kind of down on Texans. I think they need to remember who this Rams team is.
Yeah.
Rams, West Coast, obviously, so that's going to be a massive piece of it. And also, Philadelphia Eagles from the NFC win the Super Bowl, so everybody's just kind of talking about them coming out of that conference for good reason, by the way. The Philadelphia Eagles are still the Philadelphia Eagles. I respect that. But they had their biggest issue last year whenever they were playing their best ball with this Los Angeles Rams team, who we thought was potentially going to go through multiple different rebuilding eras.
Yeah.
And they haven't. They've just maintained through the entirety. Sean McVay's a damn good ball coach, and Matthew Stafford is a beast. All right, what's the second takeaway from AQ Shipley's brain? Well, it's how about there might be a storm warning. Yeah, storm warning potentially, but a storm warning. This guy's everywhere. I mean, he is, and his hair is spectacular. Mm-hmm. Is it obviously like well kept? No. It's got a little bounce to the ounce down there. That thing might look like a little bird's nest at some times.
Yeah.
It's certainly flowing all over his headband at the beginning. He's got this gigantic dome, but massive head. And we all know on this particular program, size of head does matter. Mm-hmm. And the bigger, the better whenever it comes to football. That is a compliment. And we have A.J. Hawk, obviously, on here every single day. When you talk about large craniums as a compliment and a weapon when it comes to football, he is maybe godfather of that entire thing. This guy is a Sasquatch, and I love the fact that he's one of your takeaways. What's the storm warning for the rest of the NFL?
When you talk about Tyler Warren, he's an absolute dude. We talked about him from day one when he was at Penn State, how good he was. I remember coming in and telling you how good he was.
USC game, if I recall. That was where he had
like
that
16 receptions or something.
Yeah. That was when he said, hello, I'm bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic than everybody else on your field.
And then in the Notre Dame game, not a receiver caught a single pass. He was the entire offense. And when you look at him, Indianapolis Colts, week 1, he was everything. Right here, runs a wheel route. They went to him early and often. And not only was he just at tight end catching the football, he was everywhere. Motions into fullback right now. Let's give it to him on 3rd and 1. Watch this. Fullback dive right up the middle. Boom. Get 3 yards. Next play.
Good fundamentals there on that hand.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Good fundamentals.
Next play. Let's put him on the backside. He's at the wing. Check this out. Climb up on the safety. Climb. Keep going. Keep driving. Keep straining. Take him into the end zone.
Jeez.
Tyler Warren. Then guess what? Let's put him opposite. Send him in motion. Go a little naked hide. Get it to him out in space. Get upfield. Get another 10 yards. 15-yard gain that should have been a 2-yard gain.
Guy's unbelievable.
Wow. The best.
He's very tall, and he's very athletic. They said he was maybe not as fast coming in the combine. Is that what it was?
Who cares? Guy's 6'6", 270, can block, can catch, can take the snap under center, run the quarterback sneak, can run fullback dive. He can do everything.
I like that Shane Steichen immediately was like, hey, we got a guy. Let's go ahead and use it. And I like that Danny Dimes did the same exact thing. Only going to help out everybody else. Michael Pittman, all of a sudden, his life's getting a lot easier.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Michael Pittman. Josh Downs, we get him start, working a little bit. His life gets a lot easier. Jonathan Taylor's life gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
Everybody's life, including every fan in Indianapolis, gets easier if your tight end is a stud like this. I love it. I love everything about Tyler Warren. But that Buffalo Bills team, AFC Championship, have they made it to?
Last year.
Okay.
Right.
How many?
I think
Couple, right?
3. I think because they lost the Mahomes' first Super Bowl where they beat the Niners. They're in the AFC Championship then. His their second Super Bowl where they beat the Eagles the first time. was that Baltimore on the road, right?
Whatever the case, if they were to win a couple Super Bowls here, would this entire thing be considered a dynasty? Like, because AFC Championship, the amount of playoffs, would they count that before, or would it not be until they win one? Because if they would start doing the entire thing, well, they've been an AFC Championship, AFC playoff, they win a Super Bowl.
Probably still not till you win one.
Definitely have to win one. I'm saying that, but I'm saying how many years
If
would
they
they say
win
this is
3 of
about?
the next 5, would they take 10 years and say, hey?
Yeah, hey, this is what they did in the entire thing because of the success that they've had. They've always made it to the playoffs. They had home field advantage to their playoffs. They obviously tricked that off with Patrick Mahomes coming in there in a snowstorm, Travis Kelce doing a thing against them, and we all saw the entirety of it. But it's like we all think, what, 1 play, 2 plays away from being in the Super Bowl every single year?
Didn't Dan also like 8 plays away from being like 2-time Super Bowl champs or something like that? I mean, you just think about it.
He says a lot of stuff.
This is his version of the Bills, but like what this franchise has been through, and we know their fan base. D-Bone, welcome to the Bills Mafia, but going to 4 straight Super Bowls and losing them all, and now not even being able to get over to that hump to get to another one. If he does get to the big game and win it, he'll be a king forever up there.